Hey everybody, I'm Kasha, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Now, we just discovered the confusion ending, and we're picking up right where we left off. Honestly, I don't know what awaits for us. The game keeps changing, and honestly, I don't know what's going to happen once we walk outside this door. But, we're not going to talk about it, and we're just going to keep going. There's still more for us to discover.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Missed a memo, indeed. Who knows what awaits for us?
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
Yep.
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
I'm gonna keep doing it too, just to frustrate you, just to piss you off, narrator. Got me trapped in here.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, we're back at the two doors, so looks like we have the option.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It is a fantastic lounge. I've been there once before. Hey, it's the adventure line! So it's not gone. It's somewhere.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Honestly, I don't know what I would do if I hadn't seen this room. To be completely honest.
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I feel like we already heard this. Either way, I don't think there's anything else that awaits for us.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Not gonna happen. Because we did that once before, and the only thing that awaits for us is the manager's office, and, you know, the part where we end up dead, and the other way. So, yeah. We're gonna try going through this door this time. This is all new terrain. We've never been here before.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Damn straight. Following directions. Fuck directions. Who needs directions? Been following directions all my life. This doesn't look safe, but okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah, it's true.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
We'll go that way next time. We're gonna go this way, though.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Okay, the next time, we're either going to try to leap off the edge and find out what happens, although that might kill us. But either way, that's something. There's that catwalk over there. I wonder if we can go up there. And the other time, we're going to leap through... We're going to just leap off the edge and get onto that catwalk. So we have a couple options through this door that we have yet to discover. Fantastic!
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who is her?
She's been waiting.
Who is her? That door closed. This is utter blackness. God damn it!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
God, and that got me a little bit. Felt a shiver run through my entire body. Where the hell...
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Is that my wife?
All right. Okay, there we go.
She sounds lovely.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
The fuck?
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh god. We're gonna die. Is this supposed to be a living room? This is the smallest apartment ever.
The death of a man named Stanley.
Oh god, no.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
God damn, this is horrible.
Look at him there.
I don't
pushing
like this
buttons,
ending.
Doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
We're just gonna press the buttons.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Ouch. Man, this is really depressing. Whoa! That was not that way before.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Oh my god, what's going on?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called
Game of the Baby?
Stanley Parable.
I haven't gotten to that point.
It was such a
Spoilers!
wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I don't even know what's going on. Every single ending that we've discovered just throws us for a loop, and we've gotten absolutely no answers.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I'll listen. I'll humor you. And how long are you going to make me wait? I guess I did wait 5 minutes listening to elevator music, so I guess waiting a minute for this isn't really so bad. So how's everybody doing? How's the weather where everybody's at? It's starting to snow a little bit. Get very cold and rainy. Yeah. I think we're supposed to hit the button. I don't think there's another option. I think it's going to be one of those situations where unless we do something, there's just going to be nothing happening. And I'm getting a little bit bored. So we're going to go ahead and press 4.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Well, we're back in our office. Press 6 to question nothing. I question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe this...
again.
No.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And
But I didn't press any buttons. But I didn't push any buttons. I don't know. Okay, now what's happening? Because this is a different... Oh, God. Alright, well, we still have to go back into that unloading and loading area, and we still have to go onto the catwalk and try to leap off. But it seems that we have a new path before us. So that means the only thing that we can do is go onward and explore. So, let's go. This is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That says the whiteboard ending. So, did we discover...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Welcome to the whiteboard ending. What does this do? Huh. Alright, well we can't go through any of these doors, so... This is really the only way that we can go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Let's try
and
leaping
Stanley
off this
knew
time.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Let's try leaping off the edge this time. The adventure line seems to be gone.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm.
Oh man,
No.
this room though.
Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
What is that supposed to mean? We haven't heard him say that before. I'm pretty sure that is completely new.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously...
Well, we've already heard you say that.
Here you sit looking at the
I don't really-
eager to get back to business. Stanley took the...
I don't really have a
first
desire
open
to
door
listen
on
to
his
you say the
left.
same thing over and over and over. Let's try leaping off the edge.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep, you know me. I can't follow directions to save my own life. Do not jump. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Well,
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
well, we did die. So we confirmed it. We died. Alright. Apparently we found a whiteboard ending? I don't even know what's going on anymore. The only other thing that I think that we can do for now is try to leap off onto that catwalk and find out what awaits us beyond that door. And we'll do that in the next episode. Other than that, though, I'm not really sure what else that we can find without me going and looking up some more of the details of this game, so that way I can find probably the endings that I haven't been able to discover yet. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and call that the episode, guys. So if you liked, feel free to like, favorite, share, subscribe, and so on and so forth. And if you want to now I'm tongue-tying myself because there's so many confusing things happening that I can't even bring in to process it. This game really fucks with you. I won't deny that at all. Anyway, if you want to see some more of the Stanley Parable, I've got it. And if you want to see some of the other games that I've done, I've got those as well. And with all that being said, I'm Kasha, and so we go.
Yeah, I bet niggas be sleeping on me. Been laying low, cause the reaper on me. From 12 skinnies, whole block hungry. The streets of Philly, man, I gotta keep my heater on me. Lost souls, fuck hoes and leave them lonely. Rose gold, try and get my pockets like fresh. Them lames ain't know that I was next. I do this shit for life and beyond.